Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, the day that you're watching this at least, is the 4-year anniversary of Lover, which is so crazy to me because this is the album that made me a swiftie. And part of me feels like I've always been a swiftie, but at the same time, part of me feels like I just became a swiftie. And so the fact that it's officially been 4 years since my Swiftie album came out is insane to me. So Lover will always hold a super special place in my heart for that reason. And in honor of Lover's 4th birthday, I am going to be ranking all 18 tracks. Just a reminder that my rankings, like always, are just for fun. I don't care if you don't like the songs I like. I don't care if you like songs that I don't like. Just for fun, just my opinion, and honestly, half the time my opinion changes while I'm editing. Sometimes even while I'm filming. At the end of the day, it's all for fun and it doesn't really matter what the ranking is. I just like being able to talk about each of the songs and why they're significant to me. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get on to the video. So starting off in 18th place is Soon You'll Get Better. This song is just so sweet, but it is so sad, and it makes me cry almost every single time that I listen to it. It just hurts my heart, but it is such a good song. 17th place is You Need to Calm Down. This song, I absolutely love the message, love everything it stands for. I adore the music video, but I've just heard it so many times. I wouldn't exactly choose to listen to it on my own unless I'm watching the music video. If I'm watching the music video, obviously then I'll listen to it and I would choose to watch the music video. But the song itself, I don't think I'd choose to listen to it without the music video. The 16th place is False God. This song is kind of controversial, I feel like, because so many people say that it's their favorite song on Lover, and pretty much the same amount of people say it's their least favorite. I don't dislike the song, but just doesn't exactly stand out to me, I guess. The song itself is super good at painting a picture and just giving you that sense of imagery in your head, which can be a good or bad thing, I suppose. But I just like the mood that it creates, and it reminds me a lot of I Can See You, just kind of in that same spiciness realm, I guess. Number 15 is Cornelia Street. This song is so cute and once again, so sad. I think it's really sweet. It makes me kind of sad to know that things Taylor once wrote about, hoping that they would never become true, did indeed become true. But I think she's doing a good job of healing, and I'm glad that she is, and I'm glad that she's happy. While it is a great song, it's not super significant, I guess. I do really like the imagery, and I really love the fact that, like Tim McGraw, and I think she does it in a couple other songs, but the way that it starts with a line and ends with that same line, I really like that, and I actually do that a lot in my own writing, which is inspired by Taylor. In 14th place is Afterglow. This song I really like, and I feel like it's very similar to Antihero in just the things that it talks about and how she's just like, hey, like, tell me that everything is gonna be okay, because sometimes we all need that in our life. We just need someone to be like, it's okay, I love you, you're amazing, which if nobody's told you that today, I want you to know that it is going to be okay. I love you and I think you're amazing and you are just such a cool person, and I'm so glad that you're here because I love you and I care about you. But yeah, I think Afterglow is a really good song. I just like the way that she acknowledges that it's all her in her head. And honestly, I can relate to that. There's a lot of times where I worry about things and I'm like, hey, like, this is just in my head. I know it's not real, but that doesn't change the fact that it's really affecting you and the way you think and the way you perceive things. So I really like that she acknowledges it in a song. In 13th place is The Man. This song I love so much, and I love the message of feminism underlying it. I love the music video so much. I think it's so cool, and I love that she directed it, and it always makes me feel so happy to know that that was the first music video that she ever directed on her own. So that's pretty darn cool. It's just fun. I really like the bridge a lot. I will scream the bridge at the top of my lungs. In 12th place is I Forgot That You Existed. This song I think is just such a good album opener, and it reminds me a lot of The One, how she's just kind of like, hey, like, I forgot that you existed. I am on my own stuff right now, chilling out, being Taylor Swift, having a grand old time. I just really love that about it. I also love the fact that I associate it with my own life a little bit in an instance that happened to me, so I can just kind of reflect on that and be like, hey, like I don't even think about that anymore, and now I'm just thriving over here on my own. I think it's great to put you in a good mood and just be like, hey, you don't bother me anymore. I am my own person. I do not need somebody to tell me what to do. In 11th place is Cruel Summer. I love Cruel Summer so much, just like everybody else. My sister really loves it a lot, especially the bridge. She likes to scream, "I'm drunk in the back of the car," all the time, which is really bad because she just started preschool and she goes to preschool out of church. So we're hoping that she will not start saying that at school. I've talked to her about it, about how that's an at-home song and not an at-school song. So we're hopeful that she won't bring that up at school. I love Cruel Summer. She loves Cruel Summer. I think it's just such a fun song, and I'm really glad that it finally became a single. The whole forbidden love affair has always been a favorite trope of mine, Romeo and Juliet, you know, that whole love story thing. I just really like the story that it tells, and I think it paints a really cool picture, and you guys know me, I just really love stories. Of course, the bridge is so fun, so amazing. I love when she screams, "He looks up grinning like a devil." I actually used to think it was "he looks so pretty like a devil," which I think is the majority of the fandom actually. I kind of liked that interpretation better, just because it's representative of the fact that in Christianity, and I guess other religions too, but I'm just the most familiar with Christianity personally, but how the devil is supposed to like entice you and make you want to do things and kind of persuade you. And so I thought the fact that he looks so pretty like a devil is like saying that he is just so charming, so handsome, so charismatic that he is forcing her to do something that she shouldn't be doing. And I thought that interpretation was pretty cool, but turns out it is he looks up grinning like a devil, which I guess has kind of the same interpretation about it, but not really. I don't know, but I kind of prefer my version better. In 10th place is London Boy. I love this song so much. I feel like all the men I like are British, and I really want a British boyfriend, like really, really bad, because I think British accents are really hot. But in all seriousness, I love London Boy. I think it's so cute, and it's just such a fun song, and it's so lighthearted. You know I love a London Boy. Like, come on, guys. We know this. We've been through this. Like, yeah, we know Taylor. And I really like just the beat of it and the whole overall vibe. And I really love all the allusions, like a Tennessee Stella McCartney on the Heath. Like, literally amazing. The way she rhymes rugby with publy, like a literary icon. In 9th place is Lover, the title track itself. This song is so cute, and I really, really love the bridge. It's just so cute, and it paints such a picture, and it's just, the way it resembles wedding vows is just so cute. The song itself is just so sweet, and it was actually one of the first songs that I ever learned how to play on guitar, so it'll always be special to me because of that. And yeah, obviously it's the title track, so it's super significant because, like, Lover, duh. And I know there's been a debate about the fact that she says we could leave the Christmas lights up till January. A lot of times people are like, hey, like, this is just so, like, such a regular thing that people do. This isn't special. And I really like the way that she includes that because it just shows the significance of doing small, insignificant things with the person that you love. Like, there are so many things that I do on a daily basis that are just completely insignificant, but the fact that I do them with people that I love around me, that's what makes it significant. And I just think that that's a really cool idea. In 8th place is I Think He Knows. This song has just always been so fun to me. It's so good to just pump yourself up and just like restore your confidence and just blast it in the car in the middle of nowhere with the windows down. It's honestly therapeutic. And I just love like the cheekiness of it, I guess, and how she's just so confident and so sure of herself. And it's honestly everything I aspire to be. 7th place is Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. This song has always been one of my favorites. I think it's just so fun, and I just love the way that she uses this high school setting as an allegory for politics and society in general. I also love the fact that it was the opening track for the Eras Tour because the whole "it's been a long time coming" thing. Like, obviously it's been a long time coming, Eras Tour, duh. But whenever I hear that song, it always reminds me of the Eras Tour and how it felt to see Taylor live for the first time. And that was the first song I ever heard Taylor sing live. So I think that'll always just have a special place in my heart because of that. It's just a really cool song, imagery, metaphors, the whole shebang. In 6th place is Paper Rings. This song has, again, always been one that stuck out to me. I love it so much. I think it's so cute, and I just love the whole idea of caring about someone so much that the other things that used to matter to you don't matter anymore. How she says, I like shiny things, but I'd marry you with paper rings. It's just saying, I am so attached to these concepts and these things of how life should be, but you make me see that there could be a different path. Also, just the beat of it is just so fun, and it's so catchy, so poppy. How it's like the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, that is just so fun to me. In 5th place is The Archer. This song I love so, so much. Like Antihero, I relate to it because anxiety, but I really like the way that the song itself is just a representation of anxiety and what that feels like to have this feeling that's building and building and building, and you're so worried about something and nothing ever happens. I think it's just really reflective of how that happens in real life all the time. And I just really like the way that she represents that in a song, and I like the fact that she has a song about it at all, because I think it's a really important topic that no one really touches on, and so the way she's able to represent that and capture the feelings so well is so cool to me. In 4th place is Daylight, and there are so many things that I love about this song. First being that it's just such a culmination of everything she's been searching for her whole entire life. It's like the things she sings about in the bridge of You Are in Love have actually come true. And I just think that that's so cool. It must have been such a surreal feeling for her, assuming she actually experienced that, to realize that, hey, this thing that you've been searching for your whole life actually exists and you found it. Also just love the way that the metaphor of her only being able to see daylight ahead and it's just nothing bad in her future, just everything is just bright and sunny and happy. I think it's really important and really awesome. I also think it's cool because originally Daylight was supposed to be the title of the album, but she changed it to Lover. It wasn't like supposed to be the title, but it was like an option as the title, and I think it would have made a really good title. I think Lover is a great title, but I personally think Daylight might have been a better title. I don't know. But I just think that the metaphor of it and her being like, hey, I only see daylight, happiness, sunshine, everything is so cool. And it would have been really cool if Lover was called Daylight and then we had Midnight, so then it would be like Daylight and Midnight and they were like opposites. But I digress. I think it's a really good song. And I love at the end the little like voicemail thing that she has, how she doesn't want to be defined by the things that haunt her in the middle of the night or the things she's afraid of. And she just thinks that you are what you love. And I think that's so, so true. I think it's a really cool idea to think about the fact that we are a combination of the things around us and the things that influence us. And just the idea that all the things that you love are what make you you. And so obviously I love Taylor Swift, and I take little bits of her songwriting and different techniques that she uses and different literary things and put them in my own writing. Love reading, and so I use the things that I've read to influence the way that I write. I love my siblings, and so I use my love for them in my writing. And it's just so cool to think that all the things you love are the things that make you up as a person and as a human being in society. And I think that's really cool and just a surreal feeling to have someone acknowledge that. And it's just so poetic and such a romantic idea, and I just love it. I know this is gonna be super controversial, but my third favorite song on Lover is Me. And I know so many people hate this song, but I will never not love it. A lot of people don't know this, but it was actually the song that made me a swiftie. Long story short, I had always been a casual fan until she started posting these cryptic posts before the song's release. And it got me intrigued, and I was like, hey, I wonder what this is about. And that was my first experience with Easter eggs and just the whole clowning and everything. And then the music video came out, and that was the first ever song that I listened to right when it came out. I watched the premiere for the music video, and I think my comments are like still on the premiere if you go and watch the live chat replay, which is kind of cool to have that preserved forever. But yeah, I listened to the song and I just remember being absolutely stunned. I couldn't speak. I was like, oh my gosh. And I just love how bright and happy and carefree it is. And if you watch the clip in Miss Americana of when she's writing it, she was so happy and she was so excited about this era. And I just think it's such a fun, yes, it is childish, but it's good to be a little childish sometimes. Well, it's not her best written song by any stretch at all, but I love it all the same, and it's just always gonna be really special to me. So if you hate on me, I'm sorry, but I am not one of those people. In second place is Death by a Thousand Cuts. I love this song so, so much. I just love the metaphor of it and how losing someone who's important to you can feel like a million little cuts tearing away at you, because that's honestly kind of how it is, because you lose the person, then you have the memories of them, and then you have different things that are associated with them, and then you have people that knew them, people that knew you together, mutual friends, just everything, and your whole world kind of just unravels. And so I feel like that's really representative of that fact of how everything just kind of falls apart, and this whole world that you had built and this whole idea that you had built is just crumbling. It's not just one fast death that's just over with and you mourn them and it's done. It's this continuous thing. I think it's really cool that she incorporated it into the song. I also love the bridge, one, because it's really fun to sing, even if I always get out of breath while I'm doing it, but two, just love the way that she acknowledges that when you love someone that deeply, they affect every single part of you, and it's really hard to find parts of you that are not touched by them and are not affected by them, because in the end, if you give that much of yourself to someone and you care about someone that much, they will always be a part of you. So I just feel like it's really important of her to describe that and to explore that in her writing. And I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily go that deep about their emotions. They're kind of just like, hey, I'm sad. But I feel like Death by a Thousand Cuts is her saying, hey, I'm sad. I'm not just sad. I'm actually heartbroken and absolutely devastated. And here's why. And then I'm assuming you probably guessed it because it's the only song that I haven't mentioned yet, but first place, my most favorite song on Lover is It's Nice to Have a Friend. A lot of people do not like this song in the slightest, but as someone who is obsessed with storytelling and just literary romanticism and all that stuff, It's Nice to Have a Friend is my favorite song on Lover. It's just so cute, and I hate the fact that it's so short because I wish it was like 10 minutes long, but I just love the story it tells and how it shows how something so simple can quickly become something so important to someone. And it really just shows how the simple things in life are the most important ones. I think that's really valuable to have, and as a listener, it just makes me want to search for that in my own life. And it makes me think about all the different simple, monotonous things that happen every day and how those things are actually really important in the grand scheme of things, and how it's those small actions that make us who we are and that fuel our emotions and how we feel about other people and why we interact with them, how we interact with them. I just think it's so cute. At the end of the day, the way that it's about friendship, obviously it can be about friendship in a romantic sense, and it can be about how the person that you love is also the person that you're the closest with, your best friend in the entire world, and this is the person that you tell all your secrets to, the person that you tell all your hopes and dreams to, the person that's always there for you. But at the same time, it can be about a friendship if you interpret it that way. And I think that's really valuable to have, because everybody needs someone that's just always there for them, and you do anything for them, they do anything for you. For me, that person is my little sister. Her and I are so close, and I love her more than anything in the entire universe. But I think the point of the song is that it can be anyone. And the fact that she's just saying, hey, it's nice to have a friend. It's nice to have somebody that you can look up to, that looks up to you and is just there for you no matter what. I just think that's super, super important to acknowledge, and I love the song so much because of that. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and comment down below your favorite song on Lover. And subscribe if you aren't already so that you can figure out whenever I upload a new video, because I upload videos, I don't even know anymore, kind of every week. I try to make it every week. Sometimes it's more often than that, sometimes it's less often, but for the most part, it's every week. And I make community posts all the time so I can interact with you guys on there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked my explanations. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!